Greetings. Thank you very much for stopping by to watch our video. To our subscribers, thank you very much for your loyalty, and we hope you will stay with us all the way to the end. To those who have just bumped into us or are coming here for the very first time, welcome. This is Gogo Vasana, and I'm here with Sekuru Vasana to share with you our journey into our retirement homestead building. That's the 3D plan of our homestead, and we are praying that it comes out exactly as it is showing on the 3D. If you haven't watched our first video, kindly please go and check it out. Google it to episode 1. On the very first day on site, we started off with a short prayer just to dedicate the works ahead into the hands of the Lord, as the Bible verse says. Everybody was very excited. A new beginning. Half of the building team was on site, clearing up the bushes, the trees, just making sure that the whole area that they were going to site the plan is all nice and cleared. The other half of the building team was to come later in the evening. All in all, I think they started up as a team of 7. For the siting of the plan, they decided to use these deformed bars because 1, they are stronger. 2, we also have a termite problem on site, so the deformed bars would be a better option rather than use wooden sticks. So yeah, everybody's getting ready, busy. By the end of the day, they were all kitted up, their food, provisions, their tents. There was also the material supplier on site on the second day with his deliveries. I've never seen anything like this. It was like a military operation. There was a total of 12 trucks lined up on the main road just to come in and deliver their loads. That grabber truck has a total of 10,000 bricks, 5,000 on the lorry, 5,000 on the trailer. So we had 2 of those trucks with the common brick, and then 2 of the trucks with the common face brick. On the other hand, the builders had already started the excavation. They did the siting the previous day. Actually, it was just half of the day when they did the siting and completed. Second day, they were already doing the excavation whilst the materials were being delivered. For those of us who may be interested in doing some businesses in the transport industry, the materials guy was telling me that that grabber truck is very good business if you can afford it. If you can afford to buy it from abroad, bring it into Zimbabwe, you'll make loads of money on a monthly basis just by hiring it out. Big business. There was a bit of a struggle there to get the lorry in, but eventually they managed it to go through. They needed to make sure that they were putting everything in the right position to make it easier for the builders in the future when they are getting the materials to use. That's our materials man, Mr. Changadzo. I'll put his contact details in the description box below, and I highly recommend him. Very reliable, honest young man. He does his job perfectly, and I had no problems at all with his delivery. He would tell you, I'll be there at 11 o'clock with all the trucks loaded, and bang, 11 o'clock, they were all lined up on the main road to come in. All 12 of them were lined up outside the fence. He just coordinated their coming in and going out just to make sure everything is fine. That's the lorry carrying pit sand, 20 cubic meter delivery. There's pit sand, river sand, gravel, as well as quarry stones. So yeah, there was so much going on at the same time. And the bricks come palletized. That's one thing I really liked about our supplier's method of delivery. His bricks, they come palletized, so you know your bricks are exactly what you ordered. You don't have to worry about having somebody on site to do the counting of the bricks, which is something that, you know, if say you are not on the ground yourself, you really want to consider that you don't buy bricks that are not palletized. I don't know, something about big vehicles, they just tickle me. At this point in time, I was just saying, please God, do not let this truck tip over with him sitting inside. I don't want to be writing any statements at this point in time. I'm here to supervise a building project, not writing any statements. The other trucks are lined up, waiting to come in. Like I said, there was a total of 4 trucks for the bricks, the common bricks and the common face brick, and 8 trucks for the river sand, for the pit sand, for the gravel, as well as the quarry stones or the 3/4 stones, 2 of each. So yeah, the river sand, very clean, very clean river sand. Actually, he told me that they wash their river sand. They don't just deliver it with, bits and pieces of grass and dirt. They wash it. And the builder was very happy to see that the river sand is so nice and clean. It was quite exciting to see how they operate these things, The 3/4 stones, they come in 2 buckets. They call each a bucket. And each bucket carries 20 cubic meters. So 40 were dumped there in one go. I must say our face brick was very beautiful. This actually is a very beautiful face brick. I had no idea about that, but I really thank God that he just pointed us to the right people, honestly. The material suppliers, Mr. Changadzo, when I met him on site on the first day of arrival, he just brought the samples to site. We hadn't even asked him to bring the samples, but he just came along with the samples and showed us the common brick and the common face brick. So we didn't have to worry about going around looking for these bricks and, deciding what was going to be the one to work with and which one was going to be the best one. We also had, big people on site just checking out the works going on. My husband's brother, my dad, my husband's brother's wife, the caretaker and his wife. It looks like all the materials were now on site. What was left was just for the builders to crack on with the work. They did a very quick job with excavation. I think they only took like 2 days. Yeah, 2 days I think. And they were done. The depth was about 85 centimeters on average. And the next thing was the footings. So for those of us who are not into this building construction language, footings is when they pour in the concrete mix just to create a foundation for where to start building up from. So yeah, the footings was done. I had the opportunity to inspect because I was on site. And the next thing was the box, which is basically the brickwork that starts from the footings up to the ground level. As time goes by, you get to pick the language, the lingo that they use in the construction, like plan siting, which is the laying out of the plan onto the ground, excavation or trenching, footings, and the box up to this stage. At this point in time, we were starting to really appreciate these builders that, yeah, they know what they're doing. The lines were straight. The gauge of the cement was very good. Everything looked perfect. Stress levels at this point in time, I guess, -10. There was no stress at all. No pressure, no anxiety. The building team just made us feel so relaxed about everything. They were very confident, and it helps when you are building, when you have somebody working for you who seems to know what they're doing, and they are constantly reassuring you. They talk the language of ownership. It's like they are building their own thing. So yeah, stress level -10 at this point in time. That's when you start to realize that it's a big house at this point in time. It's a big house, but we are not regretting it because it's generational wealth. Yeah, it may be the two of us, Sekura and Ambuya, but we have children, we have grandchildren, the bigger family as well. It's a generational building. So we are very happy with our house size. Our main contractor has got a drone service, which is really a plus. For those people who are having their projects being done in Zimbabwe and you're not there, he is able to provide drone video footage at regular intervals, which is very, very good and useful for those people who really want to see what's going on. And if whatever works you are being told are happening on your site. I also had to put in my hand into this whole thing. On this day, I decided to help out with moving of bricks to nearby where they can easily, reach out and use them. In the future, when I'm talking of I built my house, it will have more meaning that I actually built my house. So yeah, we have the box now and things are moving on very, very nicely. So much progress every single day. There is something new to see. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch our videos. And please do consider subscribing for those of you who haven't yet done so. And we hope to see you in the next videos. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye.